started riding in the MS events purely for my own personal reasons. It was a way for me to get in shape during the summer. I knew nothing about multiple sclerosis. I reconnected with Antoinette a couple years ago, and I realized that there is somebody in my life who has multiple sclerosis. This year, the event is more personal for me. The research that I have done confirms that there is no cure for this disease, and the people that are inflicted with it suffer each day. There is inadequate funding to fully support research and treatment. I invite you now to join the revolution.
Hey!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Look great.
Oh, it's nice to see you. I know, it's nice to see you. What's going on?
Not too much. Thanks for having me over.
I know, come on in.
Do you remember giving me back rubs in kindergarten?
How old was I?
Well, 5 years old.
There's no way.
Story hour on the rug.
Really?
You
And the
used to sit
teacher
behind me and just...
Really? I'm not doing it now.
And then Carmen found out and it terrorized me. So I was
He
being
didn't-
terrorized by a second grader in kindergarten. And that stopped the
I
back
don't
rubs.
remember. Oh my God, I'm not doing it now. We're not reliving any memories. Have limits. Oh, are we waiting
Hey,
for
look
Mike?
who's here.
Oh, hey.
How are you? How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hi, hon. How are
Hi,
you?
dear. I'm fine.
Yeah, take a seat. Here. I'm glad you were able to show up. So we were just chatting about multiple sclerosis and how it affected Antoinette. What involvement are you playing with regard to her treatment and care and things like that?
Well, what I mainly do is try and ease her feelings about what should be the right or wrong treatment for her. She has lesions on her thoracic spine, which are very hard to treat. It's not as easy to treat as the lesions on your brain. Okay. So there are some new drugs out there today that are experimental. We did take, but not so much experimental, but approved. And she took them and they haven't really done anything. They show some improvements for about 6 months and then you basically go back to the way you were. And that was Empira.
Yeah, the Empire. So I want to go back.
So
I want to go forward.
Were there any bad side effects with that as well?
she does pretty well as far as side effects are concerned. You do have water, you retain a lot of water. That's one of the main things that happens to you, and that's mainly from just being not as much exercise as you'd like to be able to get.
Right.
And you know, but the good thing about it is her lesions on her brain haven't grown any, and you know, she was on quite a few different other antiretrovirus drugs for years before to put them in remission, which we seem to be pretty confident they are for right now.
Good. Are you aware of what they're doing for research, I guess, moving forward with respect to new treatments?
There are several. I mean, there's several different types of avenues that they've gone into that we've learned about as far as trying to discover where it comes from and how to help it better. I mean, I know that an estrogen drug is a big one that they need to get approved for people with MS. It's kind of ridiculous. This is an approved drug that's been around since the 50s for women, and it's prescribed for other ailments for women in menopause, etc., for low estrogen. But it also helps people with MS.
Right.
But it can't be paid for through their medical expenses through insurance until it's approved as a multiple sclerosis drug.
Right.
So there is a physician or a doctor, a neurologist from California that's really pushing for it. I'm not sure if it's on the road to be getting approved.
Okay.
So, and then, like I said, the other one, the Empire, was the closest, newest, greatest, latest, best.
But yeah,
But that's mainly for lesions on your brain.
Okay.
That's why it didn't really help me too much because it's now my spine
Right.
that's bugging me.
Right.
So, and what they do, it's just a simple thing. It just, you know, your brain tells your spine to send the signals to your feet, and feet don't go.
Right.
So, but you know, the big thing is that everybody's got to really try and get behind us and donate, because it takes a lot of money to get these new drugs and research done to help these folks.
Right.
Yes.